Hello viewers, I am in the Brotherhood's base here.
You have my condolences. Your father was a good man.
Why, thank you. Okay. What do you know about the Enclave?
More than anyone else, I dare say. Certainly enough to know they're the greatest threat the capital Wasteland has ever faced. The Brotherhood of Steel has encountered the Enclave before, you see. Over 30 years ago, back in California. Then they were led by a President Richardson. Now we've got this Eden to contend with. It matters not now. As before, they seek to control and destroy. All in the guise of restoring order. Your father, I fear, was just the beginning.
I'd like to know more about the Brotherhood of Steel.
The Brotherhood is an old organization going back to the years just after the war. We are but a part of it. What would you like to know?
If you're just a part of the Brotherhood, where's the rest of it?
The Brotherhood began on the West Coast. It exists there still. We were dispatched to this location many years ago. In truth, the Brotherhood of Steel has been struggling for years, both here and back home. Honor, truth, courage. These virtues seem to have little meaning in these troubled times, I'm afraid.
Why are you here in the capital Wasteland?
Ah, no. That's the real question, isn't it? Our orders were, and are, to acquire any and all advanced technology. And we have, to the best of our abilities. But when I realized the extent of the super mutant threat, I felt it was my responsibility to aid the people in their struggle against them. Unfortunately, my superiors back west disagree with my assessment of the situation. They feel I've grown too attached to the local populace. And they're right. In any event, the Enclave's arrival changes everything.
Okay, how long have you been here? Well, let me click it.
It's been over 20 years since we arrived, and we've been struggling to contain and eradicate the super mutants for nearly as long. With the arrival of the Enclave, I have a terrible feeling the super mutants are the least of our worries.
So I want to know, I'd like to know, anything you can tell me about the super mutants?
Would you believe no? It's pathetic, really, considering we've been fighting those abominations for nearly 20 years. In all that time, all we've managed to do is to contain the threat, hold them back so they don't overrun every blasted settlement out here. But we don't really know anything. Where they're from, why they've infested the DC ruins. And now here we are, holed up in our citadel. Low on resources, low on troops. It's enough to make an old man so very tired.
Okay, I'd like to, would you grant me permission to receive power armor training?
Considering the circumstances, I think it would be prudent if you received such training, yes. Speak to Gunny in the Bailey. He will train you in the proper use of power armor. Fear not, I will send word that I have given my approval.
Thank you, kind
You'll
sir.
find him in the Bailey. I will send word that I've given my...
You said that already. I have to go now. Hell. Yeah, yep. You too. Now, who else can I talk to here? Ooh, who are these people? You're a person. You're a person. I like to hear it's safe in here. Okay. Oh, these guys are brawling.
What? Huh?
Okay. I didn't want to.
Now, some music. It's Cole Porter, and anything goes.
It's heavy raider country, but things could get interesting.
Initiate, you've got a lot of nerve to interrupt. Oh, my apologies, stranger. I thought you were one of these worthless initiates. I swear these kids would be lost without me here to powder their asses.
What do you do here?
I am charged with the duty of turning these maggots into brothers of steel. With the threat of the Enclave, they're likely going to be pressed into service before they've taken the oath. So I've got a lot of work to do.
Can you train me to use power armor?
Heard you were coming. Yeah, I can train you, but don't ask me to like it. My initiates sweat blood, and you just get a free pass? Anyway, you ready for this?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Now look, to wear power armor, first thing you need to do is relax your muscles. Let the suit do the work, okay? Now you.
You have received the specialized training you need to move in any form of power
What
armor.
aid can I offer you out?
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
Killing unarmed civilians makes me sick. Come over here. Try fighting someone who shoots back. Fucking cowards.
Can I, care to share anything about the super mutants? Oaths?
Why do you think I ride these initiates so hard? I make training hell, so fighting those uglies won't be.
Let's go now.
Need something, friend?
Hail. You honor us with your presence here.
Who's the girl that just talked to me? Oh, her. Where is Scribe? Probably in here. I guess this is where Elder Lion gives his speeches. Open door. Yep, Elder Scribe. Elder... whatever. Scribe wasn't in here. Maybe he's in here. Yeah, probably. Come on. Load, load, load.
What is it? The robot isn't going to fix itself.
Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lyons, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lyons. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now, what may I do to help you?
You knew my father?
I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He was a nobleman. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning.
I loved him so much, I'll never forget him.
And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story. And continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. But now I must ask you a difficult question, if I have your leave to do so.
By all means, ask.
I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore fresh water to the people. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work.
What about the Enclave?
As a Star Paladin, I answer only to Elder Lyons. He has given me leave to pursue the restoration of Project Purity, as I see fit. By aiding you in your travels, I shall fulfill that mission as best I am capable.
I would be honored, Star Paladin Cross.
Then I shall follow your lead and submit to your command. As James's child, I know I don't need to explain, but I am not your servant. If I do not like the path your actions take, I will return here. Now, let us go forward. Crush the Enclave and fulfill your father's mission. There is a foul stench.
Let's talk about your tactics.
I am a member of the Brotherhood is trained.
I want to use, like what you're doing, stick with the melee. Talk about something else. I think I'll tell her to use ranged for now.
Very well.
Okay, let's Talk about your tactics.
I am open to your...
Let's talk about how close you follow me. Keep your distance, try to flank them. You're good where you are, your distance is good. Let's talk about something else. Okay, let's trade equipment.
In the words of Elder Theus, a brother well-equipped is a brother keeping to his duty.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic. So, damage, 18.
Yes. What do you require?
Talk about your, let's trade equipment.
In the words of Elder Theus, a brother well-equipped is a brother keeping to his duty. Lead the way.
That looks funny. I need to get her some of their helmets, but for now that's fine. She just needs something on her head.
That robot has been the difference between victory or defeat against...
What I wouldn't do to get my hands on one of those Enclave vertibirds. Talk to Scribe. Steel be with you.
It's the Enclave.
Oh, very well. Now please, giant robot defig. May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries.
Thanks for your sympathy.
Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault-Tec equipment.
My father was looking for something called a Gek. Do you have one?
A Gek? Goodness, no. Certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works. If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one.
So you know how to find one?
Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault-Tec. It may have the information you need.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-Ring.
Thanks for the help.
You are welcome.
Excuse me, we weren't done talking.
I'm afraid I have up...
I'd like to know more about the Brotherhood of Steel. Why are you the wrong person to ask?
Predominantly because the Elder won't like some of what I have to say. But fine, I'll just...
Why are you here in the capital Wasteland?
Well, that depends on who you ask. Lyons will tell you it's because we're protecting the poor, innocent people of the capital Wasteland. Most others here will tell you the same thing. They'll do anything for that man.
Well, I'm asking you. Why are you here?
I'm here for two reasons. One, Lyons needs me. He always has, just as much as I need him. We've been through a lot together, he and I. Two, take a look around you. Access to this kind of technology and the benefits it could provide to the Brotherhood is immeasurable.
I'd like to know more about the Brotherhood of Steel.
What do you want to know?
How long have you been here?
We arrived here in '55, established ourselves in the Citadel within the first few months. The Elder has kept us busy since then.
Can you share anything about the super mutants? Are you in charge of the robot?
I am, and have been since we first found him, well over 20 years ago. Liberty Prime is the designation we found on file for him. Magnificent, don't you think? At least he will be once all systems are operational. It's the energy consumption. Something that big with such advanced weapon systems. We just don't have the means to power it. Not yet.
Who built Liberty Prime, or better yet, why?
He was developed as a super weapon back in the days before the war. The first joint operation between Robco and General Atomics International. Apparently, he was meant to help liberate Alaska from the Chinese, but was never completed. They were forced to go in without him. They won, but suffered heavy losses. If we can get him up and running, well, I think you get the idea.
Okay, I have to go now.
Don't
hurry back. Thanks, you're nice.
Need something, friend? Welcome. I'm sorry, but I really... Still be with you.
Where is this? Whoa, that dude's got red eyes. That's an awesome robot. You must be Jameson.
What's your technical appraisal of our system?
You are not Jameson. You must be Jameson. You are Dr. Lee. You are the doctors. You are Jameson.
The Brotherhood is at
You
your
are
service.
Jameson. No.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
You are Jameson. No.
I thought
You're
as much.
Jameson. No. You're Jameson? No. Jameson's in here? No. Nope. 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 Dang it, Jameson, where are you? Can I steal from these things? Or are they all, they're all empty. Okay. Shut up, dog meat. You're Jameson? No. Historical records. Project summary. Classified eyes only. Military contract 38917. Codename Liberty Prime. Project goal. No less than the creation of the most powerful combat robot the battlefield has ever seen, with the express goal of liberating occupied Anchorage, Alaska from its Chinese aggressors. Summary. The United States Army has succeeded in contracting both Robco and General Atomics International to work on their first joint project. The robot they create, Liberty Prime, will be the very embodiment of American military might, a walking, talking, nuke-tossing hero who will remind the world what it means to be a superpower. I am fully confident that the presence of Liberty Prime at the Anchorage front line will be to the Chinese what the Hiroshima bomb was to the Japanese in 1945. General Constantine Chase. By Walter Street Beat Monroe, Capitol Post staff writer. In a startling turnaround from their previous policy of complete covert development, the United States Army has confirmed that they are indeed working on a new superweapon, one designed specifically to crush the Red Chinese invasion force and liberate occupied Anchorage, Alaska, once and for all. Speaking at an Army press conference at the Pentagon, General Constantine Chase stated, "No more secrets. The time has come to lay all our cards on the table, so the Chinese can see with their own eyes that we've got the winning hand. The United States Army is proud to announce that for the first time in history, General Atomics International and Robco have joined forces to create for this great country a super weapon that will leave every single yellow-bellied red shaking in their commie booties." Unfortunately for our readers, that's as specific as Chase is willing to get. While he and the Army are ready for China to know the U.S. is developing a new weapon, they're not quite ready to divulge just what it is or when it will be ready for deployment. All in due time, all in due time. Rest assured. When this weapon is complete, Liberty will come to Anchorage and we will follow. A letter. Dr. Bloomfield to General Chase. General Chase, I'm sorry, but you're being completely unrealistic. There is simply no way the robot will be combat ready in 3 months. The chassis is complete, all weapon systems are online, and the voice module has been programmed as requested, but power consumption is still our primary concern. And neither Dr. Moneywell nor Park have yet found an acceptable solution. We had hoped to subcontract Vault-Tec and utilize the talents of Dr. Braun, but apparently he's gone to seclusion working on one of their own projects. And they couldn't reach him at this point if they wanted to, so that's out. I'll give it to you straight, General. This is the biggest robot the world has ever seen, and we just haven't been able to find a power source small enough and powerful enough to get this damn thing running with all its systems online. In 3 months, we might be able to guarantee the robot can walk into downtown Anchorage, but all of his weapon systems will be offline. Maybe he can just step on the Red Chinese. Dr. Stanley Bloomfield, Project Lead. Diagnostic reports. May 8, 2277. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let's read that. No. Read it. Ignore all that. Scribe Rothschild is confident that the redistributing power from the weapons and mobility web systems will be able to bring power management up to at least 76. Blah, 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 blah. What's this? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Current, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I don't really care about diagnostic reports. Lead Scribe journals. Another day, another setback. We had tried, of course, rerouting power from weapons to the robot's other subsystems several times. Each attempt ended in failure. Thanks to the robot's overly aggressive combat subroutines, it's almost as if there's some hidden pocket of AI that keeps pushing against us, refusing to let anyone drain power from the weapon systems. I guess that shouldn't surprise me, considering why he was constructed in the first place. That's why I began working on the neuro dampener in the first place. I was convinced I could trick the robot into thinking I had actually redistributed the power from some other subsystem. But the damn thing proved smarter than that. Certainly smarter than me. All I meant to do was fry some of the circuitry again and set us back another 3 months. July 14th, 2277. I'm tired of trying to reroute the power like some kind of snot-nosed initiate. I don't care what kind of drain it puts on the Scribe's ability to research and maintain the weapons and armor. I'm proceeding with the AVF experiments. If I can successfully create an accelerated vector fusion module similar to the technology I saw Dr. Lee working with all those years ago, we'll have our first real chance of getting the robot fully operational. Maybe then the Western Elders will realize our worth. August 1st, 2277. Unfortunately, the accelerated vector fusion AVF experiments haven't gone as planned. Bowditch suffered second-degree burns, and at one point we accidentally channeled so much power into the robot's head laser, it discharged and nearly killed Elder Lyons. He was not pleased. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be either. That's what I just read. Voice emitter test. Initiating activation sequence. Cool.
Functionality test initialized. Designation Liberty Prime. Mission.
AVF problem. Recent experiments with accelerated vector fusion have not gone according to plan. All scribes assigned to the lab should check with the Scribe Rothschild on a daily basis and obtain any modified technical parameters as needed. Warning: leaky hydraulics. If it comes to our attention that several scribes have slipped on hydraulic fluid near the eastern end of the robot lift, until the offending pipes can be mended completely, please use caution in that area. Enclave tactical assessment. Weapons. Plasma-based capable of molecular destabilization. I can't say it. Armor. Advanced power armor Mark II. Transportation vertebrates. Tactical assessment. The Enclave forces that have occupied Project Purity are nearly identical to those encountered on the West Coast in the year 2241. Threat potential severe. GNR battle after. It is the opinion of Sentinel Lyons that the recent super mutant attack on GNR was not indicative of a larger assault, as original thought. Instead, the forces that attacked the radio station were probably en route to the mall to reinforce their own kind in a prolonged battle against the mercenaries of Taylor and Company. General robot diagnosis. Okay, I don't care about the diagnosis. Notice, Redden funeral cancelled. Wait, did I say funeral? Yeah. Due to certain unexpected tactical developments, funeral services for Initiate Redden have been cancelled. A memorial service will be scheduled sometime in the future. Ooh. Can I steal stuff? Oh, are you the guy I'm looking for?
The Brotherhood?
You are.
The Elders sent word of your arrival. I am Scribe Peabody. Welcome. Now, I'm really very busy.
I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
You want to talk to...
Okay, can you tell me something about the Scribes?
Indeed, I... Pay no heed to those headstrong knights with their pop guns and bravado. It is the Scribes who make the Brotherhood what it truly is. The brawn is useless without the brain, Each order of scribes is dedicated to a unique field, all equally important, all more important than those dim-witted grunts.
And the orders are?
Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, Order of the Quill, Weapons, Defenses, and Research, respectively.
Let me guess. You belong to the Order of the Sword.
Sword, of course. Weapons, my boy. You name it, I've helped someone kill it. I'm the proctor of the Order of the Sword, you see. Weapons research, development, and maintenance, all my responsibility.
Okay, so any thoughts on the Enclave?
So they have plasma weapons. Bah. It's strong technology, I'll give you that, but limited in modability.
I've already started removing the compensators on our laser weapons to cut through the black devil power armor of theirs.
We'll drop them like any other meat, don't you worry.
Okay, care to share anything about the super mutants?
Foul, detestable beasts. They're like an infestation. We cut them down and they return again and again. Always so determined to kill or capture. But why?
Do you think... no, I don't want you to repair my equipment. I have to go now.
Rothschild, a word, please.
What is it, Lord? The robot isn't going to fix itself.
The Quartermaster Durga here, stranger. I have to say, I'm not sure what you're doing in my armory. We run a tight ship, and unless Elder Lyons says so, we don't trade with outsiders. Quartermaster out.
Shut up, dog.
We've been over this. A slight modification to one system and all the subroutines go haywire. Don't worry, I'm on it.
I come to you for results, not excuses, Rothschild. That robot's between the difference between victory or...
Where is the stupid scribe?
All right.
He's annoying me now. Is he up here? No, he's not outside. What am I even following here? Use the Vault-Tec computer. Yeah, I don't want to go there yet. I need to talk to the scientist dude.
Scribe, you are not to speak the name of an outcast.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah, so listen.
Listen, thanks for getting us through that. I'm sorry about your dad.
Hey, we're cool.
Great.
I need to collect my wits and figure out what to do next. Excuse me.
Where is this stupid scribe I'm looking for, Jesus?
All this time spent Talk to Scribe Jameson.
Where can I find
She
her?
spends most of her time...
Oh, so she's where I need to go anyway. Jesus, I'm an idiot.
Cut it out.
Ah, you cut it out. I'm busy.
I understand. Forgive me for speaking up.
Come on, Cross. Come on, dog meat.
You honor us with your presence here.
Hail. Name's Greg. Greg Bear. Most of the guys just call me Kodiak.
You a camera?
Heard about that mess over at the Purifier. Don't you worry. You're safe here.
How did you end up in the Brotherhood?
Now that's a story. The only reason I'm here is because of Elder Lyons. You see, I grew up in the pit. Don't suppose you ever been there, huh? It's about 500 clicks to the northwest. Place is a nightmare. 3 irradiated rivers coming together. People there were not well. But the Brotherhood of Steel came down on the place with a righteous hammer. They called it the Scourge.
What was the Scourge?
It was a Brotherhood operation. They marched in and swept the place clean. Most of the people there were half mutated, cancerous, vile things. And these people, great gangs, torture squads. It was pure chaos there. The Scourge is the best thing that could have happened to it. This was way back, before the Citadel was fortified. Part of the early recon after the Brotherhood first arrived in this area. One night, a squad of brothers led by Paladin Lyons swept into the city from over Mount Wash, tearing apart anyone who stood against them. They were completely outnumbered, and still they razed that place to the ground.
How did you escape?
As they swept through, the Brotherhood policed up every non-mutie child they could find. Turns out there weren't that many. Me and maybe 20 others. The younger we were, the less of a chance that we were mutated. It was ugly work, no doubt, but it had to be done. I'll never forget the sight of the Brotherhood of Steel breaching the breast of the mountain at dawn.
How did you end up back here?
Elder Lyons brought us all back to the Citadel. He said it was the safest place he knew of. This place was still being converted. He put us in as initiates and kept a watchful eye over us. He was tough, but he taught us to stay alive. The man's like a father to me.
It's pretty amazing, Kodiak.
Nah. The amazing thing is Elder Lyons. He risked everything. Went in outmanned and outgunned. I'll never be able to thank him enough. So I do my best to serve the Brotherhood. I know that's what he really wants. In time, I'm sure you'll understand.
So any thoughts on the Enclave?
There's meat under that armor, and meat can be ground.
Okay, well, care to share anything about the super mutants?
Hell, I've killed more of those yellow Frankensteins than any other member of the Pride. Except maybe Gallows, those crazy solo night ops of his.
Okay, what can you tell me about the Lyons Pride?
Now, see, the Brotherhood's one thing, but the Pride, best of the best. Every damn one of us. Handpicked by Sentinel Lyons herself.
Isn't Lyons a boy? I'm confused. Isn't Elder Lyons the boy? Okay, what's your combat specialization in Lyons Pride?
Hell, I do it all. Recon, demolition, tactical assault. Guess you could say I'm the Pride's jack of all trades.
Alright, I have to go now. Thanks, buddy, for talking to me. I guess, who are you?
Welcome. What aid can I offer you?
Okay, you're useless. Off I go. Move.
Hail. Glad to see you and that egghead Lee made it here in one piece. I heard what happened to that purifier. Hell of a thing.
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
Man, I don't know. Fighting uglies is one thing, but we've never gone up against anyone that well trained or organized. Even their tech is better. Don't get me wrong, the Pride's in it to win it. And I'll go down shooting if I have to. I just hope I don't have to.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Man, nothing dies like an ugly. I once saw Colvin snipe the leg off one at 200 yards. Thing pirouetted like a figure skater.
What can you tell me about Lyons Pride?
You, my friend, are talking about the most elite fighting force ever assembled within the Brotherhood of Steel. Each of us was handpicked by Sentinel Lyons herself. You can't even realize what an honor that is. Sarah defines combat excellence.
So, what's your job in the Lyons Pride?
Me? Heavy weapons, miniguns, missile launchers. If it's bigger than a human and goes boom, I'm all over it.
Nice. I have to go now. Steel be with you as well, brother. I feel like that's a copy of Star Wars. May the Force be with you. May the Steel be with you. Who are you?
What aid can I offer you outside?
I talked to you already. Hey, you were useless before. Now you can talk? Oh, you must see a lot of things. What's been going on?
What's been going on? Well, let's see. For years, we've been draining our resources defending the ungrateful residents of this no-man's land. Most of my best friends have either been ripped apart by super mutants or left to join the Outcasts. And now an enemy we faced more than 30 years ago has resurfaced, and their tech is still better than ours. What's been going on with you?
Ah, that's funny. Outcasts? Who are they?
I really don't want to go into it. Go bug Scribe Bowditch.
Okay, I have a few more questions about Citadel. Can you describe the layout of the Citadel?
You are currently in A ring. Here you will find the Great Hall, the Lion's Den, and the Archives. Beyond this area is B-Ring, quarters for the Knights, Scribes, and Elder Lyons. Outside in the Bailey are the training area. Other than that, down those steps is the lab. Be careful around there. The Scribes are touchy about who goes near their toys.
Do you have a medic?
You could say that. We have an old robo-doc. He's a bit creepy, but he does the job. You'll find him in B-Ring.
I need some supplies. Who could I see better?
Well, any one of us would see Knight Captain Durga down in the lab, but since you're an outsider, you'll need permission from Elder Lyons.
That's all I needed. So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
As if we didn't have enough to worry about. Their weapons are better. Their power armor is better. Is their training better? We'll see.
I have a few code. No, wait. Yes, I do.
What do you...
Apparently. No, I don't. Okay, then. Care to share anything about super
You know
mutants?
how many uglies I've killed? More than all of Lyon's pride combined. That's how many. All it takes is a loaded weapon and the will to use it. Oh, and a good way to get ugly blood out of your armor. Little bit of Abraxo and some water. Works like a charm.
Thanks for the tip. Hey, who are you?
What was the result of pretty impressive work for a civilian, bringing the doctor here in one piece? Sarah Lyons, Sentinel and Commander of Lyons Pride. Welcome to the Citadel.
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
I've read the reports, seen the initial scans, but I can hardly believe it. I figured those radio transmissions were just old recordings. Never figured the Enclave would actually show up, in the flesh. But don't worry. Whatever they try, we'll be ready for it. I'll lead the Pride to knock them out tomorrow, if my father permits it.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
You've seen them, so you know what we know. What more is there to say? If we can figure out where they're coming from, we might be able to stop them. If not...
Ooh, what can you tell me about Lyons Pride?
It's the best of the Brotherhood, bar none. No one gets in without my say-so. In my father's name.
Yes?
You don't say much, do you?
No, I don't. What do you want?
Okay. Any thoughts on the Enclave?
They're men. They're born, they live, they die. End of story.
Stop. Good story.
Shoot them, they die. Stab them, they die. Strangle them, they die.
I like this guy. Can I have him as a follower? What can you tell me about Lyons Pride?
Sarah appreciates my methods. I fill a role no one else can.
What's your specialty?
Spec ops. Let's leave it at that.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Knight Captain Dusk, in service of Steel. If you require anything, simply ask.
So what's your story?
My story? I blow the head off anything more than 200 meters downrange. I'm the best shot in the Brotherhood of Steel, bar none. Not even Colvin can match my kill count. That's my story.
That's impressive. Competition must be stiff around here.
Damn right it is. Last time I checked, it wasn't called the Sisterhood of Steel. Hell, even Sarah has to prove herself to the knuckle-draggers. Every once in a while, we have to show them what's what.
What do you think about Gallows?
I don't trust him. I know. I should take faith in my brother. But he disappears for days out into the wastes. He comes back without a word. He only reports to Sentinel Lyons, and he doesn't tell the rest of us what he's up to. I can't trust a soldier like that. The other guys, they think it's a joke. Glade's even got a betting pool going to find out Gallows' real name. A betting pool, honestly.
So, any thoughts on the Enclave?
Honestly, I can't wait to see if one of those helmets can stop a hollow point round at 100 yards. I'm thinking, not.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
I can tell you that those heavily armored ones, the Masters, they favor heavy weapons. miniguns, and missile launchers. My recommendation? Headshot from a distance. Avoid the meat grinder.
What can you tell me about Lyons Pride?
We're the most elite tactical unit ever assembled in the Brotherhood of Steel. Here or anywhere else. Hell, ain't nothing Sarah's Cubs can't handle.
And what do you do here?
I'm a sniper with the Pride. Put any muty bastard within 1 mile of me and my rifle, and, well, pack it up, troops. Fight's over. Colvin thinks he's a better shot. Man's delusional.
Yes?
You heard what the others have been saying about the Enclave?
Have you seen that Enclave power armor? That's the advanced Mark II. I don't know if a standard round could even penetrate.
You honor
that
us
stuff.
with your presence here.
So you're saying we're all going to die? That's, very optimistic. Thanks.
Tell you what, let's hook up later to go see Scribe.
What aid can I offer you, outsider?
Glorious day in this man's army.
The Enclave has the tech. They have the resources. But do they have the heart?
Hail to you, stranger. I am Squire Maxwell, loyal servant of Steel. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Made him sound like a slave, but he doesn't have the slave collar, so... Okay, relax, Gort. The honor is all mine, Squire.
Oh, well, thank you. Your words are very kind. Kinder than those I usually hear. Is there something I can help you with?
Aren't you a little young for all this?
Oh, well, you see, I am descended from the great Roger Maxson, founder of our order. I am the last of his line. They say my soul was forged from eternal steel, but I don't believe that. I'm really just a normal boy. I was sent to the Citadel many years ago to be fostered by Elder Lyons, but that was before the Western Elders lost faith in the Elder. I really don't know if I'll ever get home, but, well, I kind of like it here. Sentinel Lyons has been very kind to me. She's taught me so much.
What do you make of the Enclave, Squire?
You're asking me what I think about the Enclave? Well, the Brotherhood of Steel has actually faced the Enclave before. Back west. More than 30 years ago, according to our chronicles. Judging from those records, I'd say their soldiers are outfitted in advanced power armor Mark II. It's pretty strong. Better than our power armor. And some of their technology is amazing. Vertibirds, plasma weapons that can turn a man to goo. Does that help?
Kinda, if you're trying to get me to join them. I don't suppose you know anything about super mutants.
Oh yes! I've studied them quite a bit since I've been here. They're not all the same, you know, besides the regular ones. There are also brutes, and after them, the masters. They're really tough. But the worst of all? The behemoth! He's a giant! I saw one once, outside the Citadel walls. So scary. The super mutants are all over the city ruins. But Elder Lyons doesn't actually think they're from there, or we would have found their home by now. It kind of seems like they're looking for something, but we're not really sure what that is.
They don't actually make you fight, do they?
No. But I could. I know I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but It's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one time, you know. Sarah, Sentinel Lyons took me out, just to show me. I killed a super mutant too, I swear. I also sort of shot Sarah, but just a little. It was just a flesh wound.
That's funny.
I don't think so. We'll hold true. Yeah, we've handled worse before, right? See, I knew you'd cheer me up, thanks. Hey, that's what I'm here for.
The Brotherhood is at your service. Yes?
I'd like permission to trade.
This is not normally something that we do. Trade with outsiders has proven to be problematic in the past. However, considering the circumstances, so be it. I'll send word to Durga that you have full access to trade. According to our latest reconnaissance report, Enclave soldiers have taken complete control of the Project Purity facility. They brutally murdered innocent scientists, including James. He went there to revive the project and died for his efforts. They will answer for their crimes. I haven't worked so hard just to sit idly by and watch the Enclave undo what little we've accomplished here.
Don't you have somewhere to be, Squire? The Brotherhood is at your service.
You honor us with your presence here.
Welcome.
Hail.
Welcome. Hail, outsider. I am Scribe Jameson. Word of your ordeal has spread. I am truly sorry for the loss of your father. But if I can help you in any way, please let me know.
I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
Ah, one of my favorite subjects, of course. What would you like to know?
What does the Brotherhood believe?
We believe in technology, in the triumph of the creations of the ancients over the horrors and evils of the Wasteland. We believe in trust. Trust in technology. Trust in our fellow brothers. Trust in our elders. Ah, and we believe in victory. Our forces have dwindled, but still we fight on. Super Mutant, Enclave, it matters not. Surrender is not an option.
Who are the members of the Brotherhood?
Elder Lyons leads us. Star Paladin Cross is a seneschal. Sentinel Lyons, the Elder's daughter, commands the Lion's Pride, our elite combat squad. The Paladins lead the Knights. The Knights are the core of the Brotherhood. They scour the waste to eliminate evil and recover technology. Scribe Rothschild oversees the scribes in their duties to seek knowledge and restore the technology the Brotherhood has acquired.
Okay, what about the Brotherhood's history in this area?
We first arrived in the capital Wasteland in 2255. In those first couple of years, we discovered the Citadel, Super Mutants, and Project Purity. Ah, the Purifier. What an undertaking. The work your father and his team did was amazing. The Brotherhood helped protect them, you know. At least for a little while. But we were stretched thin as it was, even back then. We had to pull our forces out. When we did, the place was overrun. I imagine that's when your father left. I'm sorry. I wish things had turned out differently.
That's all I need to know. I found a Brotherhood holotech. What should I do with it?
You have? Oh my. This brings to light a sad affair for the Brotherhood, but perhaps it is something that you can assist us with. If you have the time, I have an offer for you.
Sure, I've got all the time in the world.
Good. As I'm sure you've noticed, the Brotherhood operates all over the DC ruins, often detached from the main base here at the Citadel. We're short on communication equipment, so many of the groups in the field operate as independent cells, without standing orders. Sometimes, I'm afraid that their missions end in their deaths. As Keeper of the Scrolls, it's my charge to write of each fallen brother's deeds.
And without radio equipment, you can't keep track of them.
Exactly. A brother fallen in the field may have no one to carry word of his death back to me. In calmer times, we could send detachments and messengers to learn their fates, but with our manpower stretched thin, we have no such luxury. Which is why I must now ask you for your help. Each brother wears a holotag like the one you found. Should you find any of the fallen brethren in the field, I ask that you return their tags to me, so that I might record their deeds in the scrolls.
What are the scrolls that you mentioned?
Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls are a record of the Brotherhood itself. Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. Battles, what technology is recovered, when he was promoted, everything. The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, as the way a man dies is just as important as the manner in which he lives. And so, each man who nobly serves the Brotherhood ascends into our history, to be remembered by those who come after him.
Where can I find holotags?
They are on our fallen brothers throughout the DC ruins. However, I can't give you... As I said, many of the units in the field operate independently, sometimes not reporting into the Citadel for weeks or months.
Okay, why can't you send your own people to find holotags?
As I told you, with the increase in super mutant activity and Elder Lyons' edicts regarding our goals, we are critically short on manpower. Any soldier that I would ask to do this task is one less soldier fighting in the field or defending the Citadel. As much as I hate to involve outsiders, it is necessary if I am to properly maintain the scrolls to honor the dead.
What's my reward if I bring you these holotags?
We have access to a great deal of technology, and because of that, there are a number of things that we can continue to produce. I will be able to offer you caps for the tags you bring me, but from time to time, I will be able to give you something a bit more interesting.
I want to ask about the holotags.
Yes.
I had a few questions about them. Talk about something else.
Yes. What about them?
I found some.
Have you? It's...
I have one talk.
Their names shall be written into the... As for you... Well, there are a number of orders within the scribes, each dedicated to a specific area of research.
Okay, what are the orders?
The Order of the... Defensive...
I've heard all this already. What order are you part of?
Actually, I am Proctor of the Order of the Quill. I oversee the archives and library here in the Citadel. We are dedicated to preserving the history of the Brotherhood, as well as unearthing the secrets of the pre-war civilizations. We have a single field associate, Scribe Yearling. She operates out of the former Library of Congress to the northeast. Very...
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
Quite a few. But most are distinctly unladylike and I will tell you that the Brotherhood has encountered the Enclave before, and their motives were just as sinister then as they are now.
Okay, care to share anything about the super mutants?
The Brotherhood has been battling super mutants for decades. First out west, then in Chicago, now here. But this group of super mutants is different somehow. Physically, yes, but mentally as well. If we knew where they came from, we'd know why.
Hail.
Welcome.
DC area vault listings. Vault 76. Equipment issues. Vault number, blah, 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 blah. That didn't help. Personal assignments. Vault 76 is one of our 17 control vaults. It will operate exactly according to the plan dictated in the marketing material produced by Vault-Tec and precisely to resident expectations. This vault will open automatically after a period of 20 years, and the residents will be pushed back into the open world for study or comparison to other experiments. Vault 87. Equipment issues. Blah, blah, blah. Personal assignments. No. Back. Project goals. Back. Vault 92. Equipment issuances. Personal assignments. Project goals. Back. No, back. Vault 101. Equipment issuances. Back. Assignments. Back. Vault 106. Equipment issuances. Personal assignments. This information has been redacted at the request of Dr. Albert Laris of the Psychological Research Department and Chief Overseer of the Vault 106 project. All inquiries into the goals and research methods of Vault 106 are to be directed through his office. Again, that was also retracted by him. 108. Equipment instances. Personal assignments. Wait, what did I say? No, just keep doing that. Researcher note. All standard positions have been intentionally left unfilled and will be assigned to the Overseer according to the Vault 108 protocols. According to the pre-assessment medical test, Mr. Jones has a genetic disposition for a rare terminal stain of cancer which should ideally cause him to expire within 40 months of the project's inception. These two events should combine to allow a proper catalyst that allows this project to continue as planned. Vault 112. Equipment issuances. Personal objects. Due to the nature of the project in Vault 112 and the highly automated system designed to support it, this vault requires only a single administrator. Okay. From Scribe Elizabeth Jameson, Elder, I have read the recent reports on numbers of poundings and knives that have not reported anyone expected. I understand the chaotic nature of the situation in the field, but tradition demands that each brother who falls in battles have their deaths recorded in the scrolls. To now put forward to our best effort to recover proof of who has fallen independently. I understand that every brother is needed for the efforts here to Citadel and the sea. To that end, I intend to contract with outsiders in order to receive proof of which of the brethren have fallen in the enemy. I will ask that they recover dog tags from any fallen brother that they find. It is the least we can do without the resources for a full and honorable funeral for them. You wouldn't need to worry about providing rewards for the contract, I will pay them from my personal funds. It is well worth it to me to be able to both keep the tradition and not stress the resources for your mission. Yours in steel, Scribe Elizabeth Jameson, Head Librarian, Order of the Quill, DC Bunker. Okay, what are my quests? Scribe Rothschild. Okay, so I'm heading back to Scribe Rothschild.
I heard over Lyons talking to Rothschild. Sounds like even he's worried about the Enclave.
Then, how do I get out of here?
Brothers, you know they're a man.
Alright, so I'm going to end this episode here, guys. It's been a long one, I believe. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do either.